Taiwan, a land with picturesque landscapes, rich culture, progressive technology, state-of-the-art architecture, and most importantly, very friendly and welcoming residents, is all set to celebrate its 109th National Day, the Double 10th, as the day is popularly known. It all started back in 1911 on the 10th of October, marking the Wu-Chang Uprising. Since then, Taiwan has successfully celebrated 108 national days.
Namaste, good evening to you all. With the 109th National Day of the Republic of China Taiwan approaching, the 23.5 million people of Taiwan are celebrating the birth of the nation. We gather great strength from commemorating our founding fathers' sacrifices. It reminds us that despite facing formidable challenges, we can embrace the post-pandemic era with enormous confidence, pride, and hope. This is also an occasion for the peoples of Taiwan and India to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the establishment of respective representative offices in New Delhi and Taipei. Taiwan and India are dependable and natural partners. Our countries share such fundamental values as freedom, democracy, the rule of law, and respect for human rights. And we have both benefited from a balanced and ever-growing cooperative relationship in a range of sectors.
Ranked as the 7th largest developed capitalist economy in Asia and the 22nd largest economy in the world, Taiwan has come a long way from being an agricultural country in the 1950s. The island nation now caters to a variety of service sectors like electronics, information technology, etc., to name a few. It was back in the 1950s when agriculture in Taiwan contributed to 35% of the GDP. However, today, the agricultural sector makes only 3% of the economy and the service sector makes up 73% of the GDP, marking the arrival of Taiwan as a power-packed potential world player, especially in the field of technology, producing the most advanced computer microchips in the world. Taiwan's continuous efforts to establish itself has made it a competitive player in the world market, leading to diplomatic relations with 15 countries and substantive ties with India, USA, Canada, EU nations, New Zealand, Australia, and Japan, among others.
Subsequently, Taiwan secured full membership in 38 intergovernmental organizations and their subsidiary bodies, including the World Trade Organization, Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, Asian Development Bank, and Central American Bank for Economic Integration.
In terms of size, they are not said to be highly populated country. They do not have geographically a very, very big size. And despite that, they every year have been having nearly $70 to $80 billion surplus in their foreign trade.
Taiwan's economy, I think, only one word I can use is that amazing. Read a little bit that, it was basically agriculture-based economy. But today, if you talk of Taiwan, it's into heavy industries and actually high technology. So amazing is the only word I can use. And, they've integrated so well with the global economy. They are 17th, 18th, both in terms of global imports or exports, and likewise, even in terms of if you see the per capita GDP at 25,000, that really speaks of itself. So, like I said, amazing is the only word I can use.
Some Asian countries made a beginning in 1990s. Some Asian countries made a beginning in 1980. But Taiwanese economy had started to make a beginning towards liberalization and globalization way back in the 1960s itself.
Taiwan's relations with India have improved incredibly in the past 2 decades. Both countries have gotten together to exchange knowledge and expertise on many fronts, such as trade, economy, technology, and education.
India has started looking at Taiwan as an entity with whom we can interact at multiple levels. And I think that is the stage that we are on. And in my personal opinion, that is the stage that needs to be developed.
We would be definitely seeing a lot of technological collaboration with each other, especially on two fronts. One is in relation to small and micro enterprises, and secondly, skilling India, and maybe thirdly, Make in India program. So I see a lot of scope of mutual engagement on these fronts in days to come.
Taiwan Expo is a platform that has facilitated Taiwan's bilateral relations with India in recent years. The country is investing across India in sectors like electronic systems, renewable energy, chemicals, and technology.
Taiwan has done amazingly well in electronics. They've progressed a lot. They're one of the very, very few manufacturers of wafers and microchips. So these are the things that India needs, and India needs urgently, I would say. We have to cut our dependence on China, and this is an opportunity. With Taiwan's biggest chip producer now being sanctioned and told that they cannot sell to China, they are also obviously looking for markets. And what better market than India, which has a huge need and is looking for manufactured chips.
We have a very special team called the Taiwan Plus team, and where we have our friends from our MOU partners from Taitra, and we have our own team, which is a dedicated team, which are specialists in industry across different sectors, which are specialists across state governments in India, and they understand the business requirements of Taiwanese businesses in India. So they work across seamlessly for establishing any Taiwanese business which comes into India.
Foxconn, and they are planning to invest another $1 billion. They have a plant in south of India in this state called Tamil Nadu. Similarly, Wistron is there. They're again investing $150 million plus dollars. Maxis Group is already there in terms of the tire market, and they are also planning to invest about $400 million. Then we have Pentagon, which is you would be aware, Apple's second largest contract manufacturer. They are setting up shop. Again, it's in south of India, in Chennai.
Both the countries participate in annual industrial summits, and it looks like they are gearing up for a bright future when it comes to trade relations.
India presents a tremendous opportunity. It's a huge market. It's the third largest market in the world after the United States and Europe. It's untapped, literally. So things like fast boats, fishing craft, etc., which India needs, if Taiwan is able to build them in India, to be able to manufacture them here, get into some arrangement, I think it will benefit both parties hugely.
Key developments in the bilateral policies between the two countries in the period of 2014 to 2019. The trade figures boomed to $7.5 billion in 2019 from $1 billion in 2014, registering an enormous 6 times growth in trade volumes.
The whole industrialization in Taiwan has definitely been on the very fundamental of small and micro technology based and export oriented units. So this is I think something wherefrom we can learn from them also, and maybe there are certain other areas where we can contribute to their progress also.
With more than 100 universities and colleges and over 1,000 primary schools, Taiwan is home to an elite education system. India and Taiwan are also expanding their educational exchanges.
The ties between Amity University and Taiwan go back to the year 2012, when Amity University signed a MOU with the Taiwan government for establishment of Amity Center for Indo-Taiwanese Relations at Amity University. And in fact, with the signing of this MOU, we started teaching Chinese language also, and every year 3 faculty members from Taiwan were there at the Amity University, and I'm very happy that till date, thousands of students have taken up Chinese language as a part of their curriculum, and that way we have strengthened, in fact, the ties as far as the language is concerned.
We have an ongoing joint PhD program with National Chao Tung University.
One of our faculty members, Dr. Jyotsna Sharma, is jointly guiding 4 PhDs with the National Sun Yat-sen University in Taiwan. This is the beginning of the cooperation, and this will be followed further up to ensure that our cooperation between the 2 universities becomes even more stronger.
In the year 2003, only 5 Indian students had enrolled themselves in Taiwanese universities. However, by the end of 2019, more than 2,000 students had made their way to Taiwan's universities and institutions.
I have many of my students also working in Taiwan. Most of my PhD students have joined TSMC in Taiwan. So when I visit Taiwan, it's also an opportunity for me to meet with them, their families. They're all married and now they have children and they're all studying in Taiwan and they have learned Chinese. And so I think when I go there, I get a very warm welcome from all my students.
I was very fortunate to lead a delegation of Vice Chancellors of India to Taiwan for the Indo-Taiwanese President Summit way back in 2018. And at that summit, in fact, the presidents of the 2 sides, the Vice Chancellors from India and presidents of Taiwanese University conducted what they call the President Forum. And at this forum, as many as 30 MOUs were signed between India and Taiwan, including, in fact, 2 MOUs which we signed for Amity University from here.
Prerna graduated from the National Tsinghua University, a premier research facility in Hsinchu, Taiwan. She has some interesting stories to tell.
The main reasons of choosing Taiwan as my study destination is it's quite affordable. Like, the best part about this university is that they provide us a scholarship, which is including your tuition and credit fee waiver, and I think that's a real big amount for any student. And plus, they also pay you a handsome salary, and that's more important because that salary is enough for a student to survive in Taiwan. Currently, my study is going good because, it so happens that when you come to a foreign land, you try to feel like a little more homesick, and then you don't concentrate on your studies much. But I didn't encounter any such problems because my lab is kind of more international, and my professor is having a lot of international students in the lab, so even language was not the barrier.
Vikram too spent many years in Taiwan as a student of the National Taiwan Ocean University, a top-tier maritime and aquatic specialization institution.
I applied for Department of Biotechnology and Bioscience in National Taiwan Ocean University. Professors are really friendly. I met a professor and he offered me a seat. This is really amazing for me. And the equipment are really good. I can use everything and explore my thinking capacity in science field. If you have a chance, don't think twice, just come here and you'll be having a lot of fun. And I'm really happy that I took that decision to pursue my education in Taiwan.
Taiwan's Education Ministry has also set up 15 Taiwan education centers across various universities in India, with an idea to minimize the language barrier. The Taiwan Education Center at Chitkara University is the first TEC in Punjab. It was inaugurated on December 12, 2019. Shalini University signed an MOU with Taipei Economic and Cultural Center to establish a Taiwan Education Center at their campus in Himachal Pradesh on January 28, 2020, in the presence of Ambassador Tian Junquang.
Don Bosco University in Assam caters to yet another Taiwan education center, promoting the Mandarin learning environment. Similarly, many more universities across India are host to Taiwan education centers that teach Mandarin courses. As a result, over 7,000 Indian students have been learning the language at these centers.
Taiwan and India have also created opportunities for each other in another key sector, science and technology.
Taiwan has very good technology updates as of now. So in all the fields, most of the ICT, information communication technologies, and then semiconductor development, electronics device development, and artificial intelligence. So these are the, and also renewable energy, solar. So these are some of the key areas where we can look forward to cooperate with Taiwan in the field of science and technology.
The MOU on scientific and technological cooperation was signed between the Taipei Economic and Cultural Center and the India-Taipei Association in 2007. And the 10th meeting of India-Taiwan Joint Committee on Cooperation in Science and Technology was held in New Delhi on the 25th of July 2019.
Last year only we had completed 10 years of active science and technology cooperation with Taiwan. And we had a joint committee meeting also commemorating the 10th anniversary of this science and technology business with Taiwan. So for last 10 years, we have actually supported about 80 research projects and about 40 joint workshops on different themes. And these joint workshops is not just a workshop, people coming and hearing the talks and go. And we develop further on the recommendations that are emerged out of the workshops. And that will be a key beginning for the next joint call.
I'm sure the two countries can come together further in the areas of nanoscience and technology and applied sciences, for which excellent facilities exist in the Taiwanese university. We visited one of the greatest sprintronics facility, for example, in Taiwanese university. This was a facility where almost 22 beams are available for research scholars to use. And India is desirous to push the frontiers in the area of sprintronics for new materials. So we can come together there.
Researchers from both nations are collaborating to develop advanced AI systems and technologies that can provide solutions for various businesses. The MOU signed between the Indian Council of Social Science Research and Taiwan's Ministry of Science and Technology will also promote joint efforts of researchers to collectively work on new technologies. The teams share their experiences with each other through annual meetings and joint workshops. While the coronavirus pandemic, an outbreak that emerged from China, ravaged countries from around the world, Taiwan, situated just 130 kilometers from mainland China, managed to stem the spread of the deadly virus without resorting to extreme measures. As a result, the country reported just over 500 COVID-19 cases, with 7 deaths in a population of 23.5 million people. The Taiwanese government, under its initiative Taiwan Can Help, and Taiwan is Helping, donated 1.4 million face masks to India in order to protect the frontline medical personnel.
Recognizing India as an important and valued partner, Ambassador Tien expressed his confidence in India's ability to contain the pandemic and restore its economic momentum. Collectively, Taiwan has donated 25.5 million face masks and other medical supplies to countries such as the US, many nations in Europe, 18 countries across the Indo-Pacific region, as well as African nations.
Despite being effectively locked out of membership in the World Health Organization due to its complex relationship with China, the Taiwan model to contain the COVID-19 pandemic has been praised worldwide.
The World Health Organization put politics before health and failed to invite Taiwan to share our experience at this year's World Health Assembly. Nevertheless, we stand ready to support any country that needs our help.
The measures included early screenings at airports, monitoring and cutting inbound flights from China, and imposing quarantines on travelers. Helped Taiwan in its fight against COVID-19. And it wants to share these lessons with the world.
Taiwan has been able to contain the spread of the virus, and not just for its own people, but Taiwan has been very, very active in supporting its other countries in their efforts to be able to contain this virus. I know that we've got a number of PPEs, we've got ventilators, we've got masks across from Taiwan, and there's been a lot of support which has been coming from the companies, and especially those 164 companies from Taiwan which are also present in India. They themselves had taken it upon themselves to support the entire government effort and the society effort in helping people in the entire containment of this entire virus, and also helping us with the challenges which this virus has posed.
National Chung Chung University, Taiwan, and IIT Ropar, India, have jointly developed a smart pandemic prevention system, which implements smart AI technology, such as automatic body temperature sensing, facial recognition, and contact history analysis.
The COVID-19 pandemic poses great challenges, but also offers new areas for further cooperation between Taiwan and India, including e-commerce, online collaboration, and biochemical technology. Taiwan excels in hardware manufacturing, while India's prowess lies in software development. To boost economic growth and attract foreign investment, India has doubled down on its Make in India initiative, helping facilitate Taiwan's expanding investments in India. I'm confident that through our joint efforts, Taiwan and India will become even stauncher partners in the Indo-Pacific region.
Along with collaboration in technology, trade, and education, Taiwan and India also share mutual cultural interests. This is reflected in television shows, film screenings, and performing arts. Living Foods, an Indian channel, aired the first ever show on Taiwan, Embracing Taiwan, in 2019. Coordinated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Taiwan, and ZTV India, the two-part series depicts Taiwan's growing multiculturalism.
What makes two countries similar? Is it their people, is it their landscape, their culture, or is it their economy? Add to that globalization and you have a booming economy. Well, I'm on an adventure to discover two countries that are similar yet so different. One is my motherland, my homeland, India, which I think I know enough about. And the other one is Asia's best-kept secret, Taiwan.
And there are movies. India has screened many films from Taiwan in its film festivals. Films like Tag Along and The Village of No Return were screened at the 32nd International Forum of New Cinema in Kolkata. Furthermore, short films including Daisy and Liu and Handan were screened at film festivals in Delhi and Guwahati, respectively. From movies to performing arts, Taiwan's Formosa Circus Art and Chiotian Folk Drums and Arts Troupe has been putting on spectacular shows for Indian audiences, winning cheerful applauses. Taiwan and India have been inquisitive about each other's culture, trade, education models, and technological advancements. The time is ripe for a deeper and more meaningful relationship with each other.
On behalf of the government of Mizoram, I send my best wishes to the people of Taiwan as you celebrate your 109th National Day. The state of Mizoram values its friendship with Taiwan. Thank you very much for Taiwan donation in our fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Taiwan and Mizoram are natural partners. Mizoram will make strenuous efforts to advance our potential cooperation in bamboo industry and introduction of Taiwan high mountain tea in Mizoram, and look forward to Taiwan's investment in the coming years. I am confident that our cooperation will enhance the socio-economic development of Mizoram and to Taiwan's businesses. I look forward to closer cooperation with Taiwan and wish you continued success and prosperity.
Let me take this opportunity first to congratulate the people of Taiwan. And I must also take this opportunity to congratulate Madam President on her re-election. I had the opportunity to hear her and also to meet her in my last visit to Taiwan. And I recollect her optimism and her entire support in further strengthening this corridor.
I'll use this opportunity to wish each and every Taiwanese national a big congratulations on behalf of FICCI, on behalf of India.
Well, I wish them all success. I'm very impressed by them, and I think so are many, many people.
So my very best wishes, and we'll be desirous to further strengthen our resolve and our cooperation with the Taiwanese universities.
Well, I wish all the Taiwanese people, those in India and those in Taiwan and rest of the world also, a great National Day.
Last but not least, I'm very grateful to Taiwan's many good friends for conveying their congratulations and best wishes for India-Taiwan relations on this special occasion. Let's work together to advance our common goals of peace and prosperity. Thank you.